India at Bengaluru, Hyderabad and Chennai. He is the current IT advisor and special chief secretary to the Chief Minister, Government of Andhra Pradesh. He was credited as one of the key architects of the IT industries in Hyderabad and in founding IIIT at Hyderabad and IIDT at Tirupati. He is a co-founder of Codenucleo. He led the development of the chip that went into the first generation of iPod. He is also a co-founder and board member at Hyderabad Angels with J.A. Chowdary.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I would like to congratulate the organizers for bringing the Metamorphosis, particularly at the school level. In fact, there is a proverb in Telugu, Mokkai Vanganade, Manai Vanganade. So that means the big tree, you can't bend it if it is going in the wrong direction unless you make the correction when it was a small plant. The same thing today we are witnessing. We keep blaming a lot of engineering college students and the people who are in the industry that they are not able to do this, they are not able to do that, they don't have the value system, they are not having the entrepreneurial mindset, they are not agile professionals. All these things we've been criticizing the people, but as a society we failed to guide them properly when they were young. I'm glad that the Metamorphosis as an organization taken up the root cause. Why we are in this situation? Because we were not properly guided at the very young age. I really want to congratulate the entire team for taking up this very important task. And in fact, I was discussing with some of the organizers. We want to do a similar kind of a thing in the state of Andhra Pradesh, but the entire country requires this kind of interventions at this point of time. I'll tell you a little bit of myself, how I got into Metamorphosis. So today, the world is looking for agile people. The age-old waterfall models are not going to work. Waterfall models, one is to plan, then design, develop, then test it, and deploy it. Afterwards, they used to do whether why it has failed, why it is not been able to success and all that kind of thing. Today, we don't have time. There's so much of disruptions are happening in this disruptive era. Whatever is relevant today, tomorrow it's not relevant. In this kind of a fast-changing world, if you have to think, if you have to plan, that model is not going to work. That's the reason why everybody is looking for the agile kind of people. What is agility? That means fail fast. In fact, when we met Astro Teller, who is the CEO of Google X, when we met him in California, he walks on the skating wheels. He doesn't wear shoes like what we wear. When we were there in a meeting, he was just going from one place to another place in few seconds because he was on the skating wheels. And in his first slide, he showed, we encourage all our employees to fail fast. That was his first slide. That means in Google X. In fact, a lot of people think that all the inventions are coming from the Google as a company, but actually inventions are all coming, all the founders are with Google X. That's where the driverless cars and all the new inventions are coming from that company. So in that company, the CEO was mentioning, so we are in this position because we encourage our people to fail fast so that they can also recover fast. They always have to innovate and think out of the box. All these things, because of that, Google is still marching forward compared to any other technology company in the world. So today, unfortunately, many companies, many professionals, they are still thinking in the age-old conventional way. Whatever the conventional methodologies, if they still continue, I don't think they will be able to succeed. That's the reason why we have to change ourselves in a very, very spontaneous. For example, somebody was telling, suppose there is a fire, and you have to plan how to take water, how to take some people and all that. Then you will not be able to do any firefighting there. There's a fire, you have to just jump in, you have to ask the participations to go there and complete the mission. So that's the kind of attitude. That means that I keep telling about the Nike's symbol. Just do it, right? With the right signal. So today, that's the kind of mindset is required. Just do it. And another thing which they say, agile people are required to be comfortable in a very uncomfortable situation. That means if everything is hunky-dory, everything is positive, if you are there in a situation, I don't think you are really that great manager, that great entrepreneur. If you are comfortable in a very uncomfortable situation, then definitely you are going to succeed. Startup world is like that. Startup world, right from the day one, raising the funds, there will be a lot of failures, whatever you think that may not happen. So in that situation, you have to be very, comprehensive, very comfortable, and think cool, and see how you can overcome those challenges. I'll just tell my own example before I close. So I was very comfortable heading the Software Technology Council of India for AP, Karnataka also I was heading, and Tamil Nadu was also under me, and every day I was in the news, and all the companies were coming, everything was good. But I wanted to get into the private sector. When I took the decision, a lot of my colleagues in the government, they said, no, Jay, you are taking a wrong decision. Private sector, there are a lot of risks are there. We want to start a company which is into silicon chip design. And we had $100,000 as the angel funding. With $100,000, you are taking a big risk. What happens if the company is a failure? Then with your bureaucratic experience, what will happen to your career? And many people suggested, why don't you take leave, why don't you take lean? In case there's a failure, you can always go back to the government. These kind of suggestions were coming to me. But I don't want to take any of those things. Once I leave, I should not think of coming back, because that is, once it is there, the mindset, you will not be able to perform well. Though I was in a comfortable situation, I choose to be in an uncomfortable way of doing the things by starting a company with a limited funding. When we started the Portal Player, taking one house in Prashashan Nagar, even to attract the employees in our company, they used to come, no, this is a small company, you don't have a flashy building. I mean, that's the kind of, those days, I mean, to attract the people for the startup companies is so difficult, because all the big companies were coming in Hyderabad, they used to prefer to work in the bigger companies. So, for some period, that too we were in the silicon design area, silicon chip hardware designs. Bangalore was number one in those days, and Hyderabad, that manpower was not available. So, for entrepreneurs, again, one lesson I am telling you, you should not have that emotional thing, oh, I belong to Hyderabad, so I have to start my company only in Hyderabad. I think that's the kind of a thing you should not have in the mindset. Probably, I should have started my company in Bangalore, where the VLSI designers and all those architects are available. But since I belong to this place, I wanted to start this company. That was a fundamental first mistake I've done. So, these kind of mistakes do happen, but you should not be afraid that because you have taken a wrong decision and you are going to fail, then definitely you are going to fail. So, though you know that you have taken a wrong decision, you are going to fail, but you have to see how you can overcome that, take the challenges and move forward. So somehow we are able to train the people in the VLSI, and we were able to build a chip that was acceptable to Apple, whatever chipset, and we took the company public in NASDAQ. All the success afterwards happened all fine. But in between, there is another uncomfortable situation that happened. Again, management by trust, particularly for entrepreneurs, the budding entrepreneurs, the technology, idea, all the funding, they're all there. But the trust and values systems is very, very important for you to really succeed in life. So what happened after September 11th, after our third Series C funding, very difficult to get funding for our company. We were going all over the globe to raise money. There was no money. And we had only 3 months of salaries in the bank. There are investors, most of the investors, we have venture capital, they are all in the US. So there was a board meeting, they said, we don't have this much money, so we are funding, with all the employees, most of the developer teams, the hardware, software, firmware, all of them were in, most of them were in Hyderabad. So we are burning so much of money, so let's close Hyderabad. Then I pleaded in the board meeting, see Hyderabad, we have trained all these people, they are the actual assets for the company and also very cost effective compared to Silicon Valley, Seattle also we had operations. Compared to that, when we had to actually keep Hyderabad, maybe we had to reduce the manpower. They were not able to get convinced with the argument. Finally, the board took a decision that we have to cut Portal Repair India, no more funding for Portal Repair India, closed down. Then I came back to Hyderabad. I had a discussion with all our employees, all hands meeting. Look, this is the situation. Those days in Hyderabad, AMD was setting up and a lot of chip companies were just saying, even Intel in Bangalore were expanding and our people were having the core VLSI experience. And everybody, they used to come to Jay, I got salary 3x more than what you are giving from Intel. Similarly, AMD, ATA, all these chip companies, when they were actually literally poaching in our campus trying to recruit our people. But all of them used to come to me, Jay, we know that company is going through a difficult period. You treated us like a part of the family. And we are with you, whatever decision you take, we are with you, we are not leaving the company. All those people who are from IITs, IIIT, such people, they would have got definitely 2 to 3 times more salary than what I was paying. But still, they took some 10 to 20% salary cut. And some people, senior management, they said, till you get some comfortable funding situation, we don't take salaries. They said, you do whatever, we are going to be with you. Then I was not knowing when they are reposing that kind of a confidence in me. I had to do something. So Portal Repair India is not there. So to get money, I want to do services business. So we changed the name of the Portal Repair India to Wine Services Company, but there is no money. I contacted one of my relatives who is a very good famous doctor in San Diego, and I told him the situation, this where I am, I need your help. Without even asking what is valuation, how many shares I am going to get in your company, whether you are going to succeed or not, he simply transferred $500,000 to finance services. With that $500,000, I started, because I was not going services business also. I was a bureaucrat, I was a head of STPI, I never did any services business earlier. So I don't know how to do the services business, get the customers and all this thing. But I had that hope that we will succeed. We were in a very uncomfortable situation. At the same time as comfortable, something good will happen. And employees were also totally, they were with me, all the people, and we had a stock option plan for the finance services, all that was happening. In the meanwhile, what happened? Our parent company, they realized that they are going to get closed. Portal Repair Inc. was about to be closed without the help of the Portal Repair India, because costing wise and all those developments had to be done and manpower, critical manpower here. They started pleading with me, Jay, why don't you convert back to Portal Repair India and we'll merge with this thing. Then I negotiated double the stock options to all our employees. Even my car driver, he could get the stock options. With that stock options, he could build a house when we took the company public. All that good things happened. But why all this happened? Because we trusted in our employees trusted with the management. So there's a trust equation between the management and employees, and also the investor who invested the $500,000. He had absolute trust in me that Jay is not going to cheat by taking my money and all that this thing. So that trust is very, very important for any entrepreneur, because you are all going to be budding entrepreneurs. One day you may be a $1 billion company and all that. But mind it, if you don't have that value system, initially you may have success. But afterwards, once you get into a problem, nobody will come to your help. That's where I believe management by trust and having the values is very, very important. And when you are in an uncomfortable situation, you should not lose cool. You should always think that yes, we are going to overcome this situation. And definitely with all the effort, this thing, one can always overcome any challenges. So that is what people are expecting, that agility. Agile people are the ones who are comfortable in any uncomfortable situation, and they only will succeed in this kind of a troubled, disruptive kind of a transition time. So with this, I really want to thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity to come and speak with you. I wish you all the best. and I want the organizers to come and meet me separately in Andhra Pradesh so that we will have a similar kind of opportunities to helping the budding entrepreneurs at the right time so that they will create the jobs and also they create the wealth for the country. Thank you.